Joining me is David,
What's up?
TJ,
Yo.
and Grady.
Hello, peoples of the interwebs.
And you'll just bear with us. This is our first time recording this. Hopefully, in 100 episodes, we'll look back and say, God, what were we thinking?
Yeah.
It always hurts on the first time.
So, what's going on, guys?
Nothing. I been playing Mass Effect on the PC.
That's such a good series.
Mountain Dew's delicious.
Post office sucks.
So, what was up with that, by the way?
Apparently it got shipped Friday, but when I checked yesterday it was still saying it was in transit. So,
Well, since we're sharing our lives with everyone, let everyone know exactly what you got.
Yeah, I was about to say.
the Persona 4 Solid Gold Edition.
Which will be mine.
Yeah, the game will. You don't get the banana case though.
Asshole.
No banana case for you, sir.
That's okay.
I'm sure he's got another banana for you, though.
I'm sure he does. So you got Persona Golden Edition for the PS Vita, right?
Yep,
And this is your second copy.
indeed. In
Captain
2 days.
Patience.
Yeah, well, I picked up the first copy Friday, and apparently it got delivered Friday, but
Damn.
UPS did not update their website until today, so hell yeah.
Who didn't update their website?
UPS. I'm blaming it on
So
them.
it's shipped through UPS? UPS tends to
Well,
be pretty good.
Yeah, they do that sometimes. I've had stuff come in through UPS and then
Ship off to the post office.
yeah, it doesn't do that with everything. It's just it depends on the type of arrangement. It's just like that time I was getting something from FedEx and the post office guy delivered it.
Oh, FedEx always sucks for me every time I've had to use FedEx.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
But I maybe it's because I always do the Prime shipping. I've never had an issue with UPS.
Never had issues with UPS. I've only dealt with FedEx a couple times, and those 2 times they fucked up on my shipment
But I mean, hell,
back to back.
it took me like a week to get Black Ops 2 when they went through FedEx. So
You're not missing much.
Yes, the only problem is just the whole somebody's got to be here.
yeah,
Which is why I usually pimp you guys out when I'm at work.
Grady, you're watching Walking Dead, right?
no.
Ah,
I had to be the downer of the group, so you can't talk about it.
no, it ain't that. It's just that I'm playing Black Ops 2 as well, and I cannot get one of the characters, Meryl. Every time there's a story piece in that game, the guy that plays as Meryl in Walking Dead is playing David Mason.
Yeah,
I'm just picturing a redneck in this Black Ops covert, killing anything that's in his way, and it's just fucking with me.
Every time I see that guy, I don't think of Merle. I think of the crazy ass dad from Mallrats.
Yeah. I haven't seen that movie in forever.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It's good. I haven't watched him in a while. I'm scared to
Go back and watch them.
I think Mallrats.
See how well they'll hold up.
I think Mallrats still holds up. I mean, especially the Stan Lee conversation.
Well, I think the only one that's probably going to really hold up really well, though, is probably just going to be Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, just because of what it was.
I don't know if that will, just because it had so many pop culture references.
That's true.
Because there's very obscure Dawson's Creek and American Pie references.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Good Will Hunting, E.T., Star Wars. So much stuff in that movie.
Cock knocker.
Cock knocker, indeed.
with the voice of the Joker.
Yep,
Yep.
Mark Hamill.
He looks old as fuck. Holy shit, he looks so old.
Well,
Yeah, but give him a beard, he'd make a good Jedi in the new Star Wars movies.
no, they just need to leave the old cast out of it, man. Harrison Ford's not that great of an actor anymore. Mark Hamill,
Yeah, but at least Harrison Ford could like play in it and not look like he's 80.
did you not watch Crystal Skull? I mean,
I did watch Crystal Skull. He does look older, but he doesn't look like he's 80. Mark Hamill looks like he's been doing some
No.
coke.
Well, I don't. I don't mind cameos, but I mean, Crystal Skull. I mean, bad writing aside, is just, you know, I don't.
Well, there's no way it was going to be good anyway. Just with
No.
the premise of
They
older Indiana Jones with a kid. I mean, that itself just kind of
no,
bombed
no,
that
no,
movie.
no.
What about Short Round, man?
Short Round's an exception because Short Round was the goddamn man.
No, he wasn't.
Short Round was fucking awesome.
He was
Short Round was
annoying
awesome.
as hell.
Especially compared to Shia LaBeouf.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
But
there are two Indiana Jones movies I hate, and Temple of Doom is one of them. I cannot stand that movie.
I had to say this right now. Go ahead and say that congratulations, Hilton, for alienating half the fan base immediately.
That's fine. I cannot stand Temple of Doom. It was
No, that
a
movie,
terrible
Temple of
movie.
Doom is great. Temple of Doom
No,
is great.
it
I like
wasn't.
Temple of Doom, but it's not my favorite. Raiders is
Raiders is the best one.
Temple of Doom is probably my favorite.
Of course you would disagree with me on that.
No, it's true. I mean, there's this. That's not like this is an old argument. I mean, a lot of people have had this argument of, oh, which one's better, Raiders or Temple? So,
Raiders hand down, then Last Crusade.
Last Crusade wasn't that great.
I think it was pretty good. I liked it.
It was it was 100 times better than Crystal Skull though. So
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I could take a shit and that'd be better than Crystal Skull.
yeah,
It's that bad of a movie. South Park summed it up with that episode where they raped it.
yeah, pretty much,
Yeah.
much.
I mean, the swinging with the monkeys is just bad.
Like I said, the whole premise of him like running around with his kid, that kind of ruined it. Like the thing with Short Round, what made Short Round cool though was that he didn't act like a kid first off, and that he was
Dr. Jones.
he was more of a sidekick than in anything. He wasn't like, oh, this is my son, you know, and all that stuff like that. And they didn't put a super big focus on Short Round. He was there, he did some cool stuff, and that was it. They put way too much of a focus on that whole father son thing.
Yeah, mainly at the end when Harrison was marrying what's her name?
Yeah, I'm like, are they trying to get ready to throw out some new Indiana Jones with Shies?
Took it away from him.
Fuck all the other ones in the other series.
Yeah.
No, I'm kind of hoping they're going to just do a full on reboot of that series, because the
I say leave it alone and bring on Drake.
Exactly.
If
oh
they're gonna do anything
Drake
on those lines, do a really damn good Uncharted.
Uncharted would be
match.
nice, man. It'd be awesome. Or make a sequel to
But I mean,
National Treasure. Make that
I would,
third movie.
I would Uncharted would be cool as a movie series, but I think I actually would rather see. And I said it before. I said it when we went and saw Prometheus and shit. I'd rather see a Dead Space movie.
I thought there was one in the works.
There's always something in the works.
They had one. It was called Event Horizon.
That was an awesome movie. Loved it.
Uh,
And you're right, for the most part, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a horror in space.
yeah.
It's not a huge genre, but I don't know. I'm probably in the minority as far as I really didn't like Prometheus.
I didn't like Prometheus.
I thought it was all right.
I liked it. I mean,
see-
once you realize that it's supposed to be a prequel to Alien, but the planet is a different planet. It's LV-422, whereas in the Alien movies it's LV-437, I think. 427, somewhere around there. It's a different planet. And
Yeah, but it just happens to have the same
premise.
crash the ship crashed exactly the same as it did on the other planet. And
Right.
I don't know. It's just
You know,
I wish they would have went with their original plan of it actually being a true prequel.
well, you know, I bought the anthology and I watched the first movie Friday night, and I used to love that movie, but now I'm watching it and I was like, my God, Sigourney Weaver's crew are a bunch of idiots. They could have killed this alien with probably 2 losses of crew members.
You gotta remember, they weren't soldiers. They were like miners and
But
shit.
they had a flamethrower. They knew what to use.
Like that whole conversation y'all just had, I about had to ask my girlfriend for Adderall because I about fell asleep. Just letting you know. You were, as soon as you busted out the words LG, I'm like, wait, what? What's going on? I know there's a lot of people though they'll be like, oh, I know what he's talking about. You're an asshole. I don't know shit about aliens really. Like I've watched the movies, but that was about as far as I went with it.
Good series, except for the last 2 movies in Tommy's book.
What do you think, Chrono Biscuit?
I can't remember shit about them. I've seen 1, 2, and 3.
You
And
remember they had the Predator,
Ah.
don't you?
Yeah.
I remember that chick getting an alien head and getting a spear and
Yeah.
shit.
Oh,
Talk about Predator.
God,
If we start
that
talking about
movie.
That was a
Predator,
great movie.
Alien vs Predator was terrible.
if we start talking
Second one was
about
even better.
we start talking about it, we're gonna have to get our
The second one was
other roommate
good.
up in here.
I was
Yeah.
joking. I thought the second one sucked.
No,
Yeah.
I liked the second one, man. When they killed that kid off in like the first 5 minutes of the movie, man, that was awesome.
You all
But
about
they
killing
killed
some little
someone,
kids,
hell
ain't
yeah.
you?
Do what?
Says you all about killing some little kids, ain't you?
Oh God, I'm
Yeah,
surprised.
so that's why he's so into the Walking Dead opening scene in the first episode.
This is my type of show.
Yes, that's exactly why I go to y'all's apartment to plan out the killing spree of the century.
The killing spree
Go
century.
ahead.
Yeah,
Don't
may need
encourage.
to-
No, don't encourage. Don't
We may need
encourage.
you to edit that part out.
Yeah, don't encourage. I don't want to go to jail.
Hey, live to the hard drive, baby.
No, I enjoy the Alien movies, and you're right. An Uncharted movie would be fantastic, but we saw how that was going to go. It was basically Drake and his family that nobody knew about. When,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it would be a good movie. I mean, Indiana. I mean, the fourth Indiana Jones movie could have been a good movie. It's just
It wasn't. Yeah.
I think what made the fourth Indiana Jones movie terrible for me is that, you know, the communists aren't known for searching for alien artifacts and shit like that, like the Germans were during the during World War II and everything. I think that's why I enjoyed the original Indiana Jones, is that, you know, it's on record that Hitler was looking for shit like that, and then you go to the fourth movie where we're dealing with the Russians, and there's nothing on record for them searching for shit.
Why were we even dealing with Russians?
it was
Cold
because
War.
they had to move it up because of his age. So they moved it up to the 50s, which was about the time of the Roswell landing.
Yeah, that's
and
right. That's right.
so on and so forth. And the Cold War was in full bloom at that point.
I think that was probably the other problem with that movie is they were like, we're going to base the movie in the 50s, and most of the people that went and watched it were like 25, so we have no fucking clue about the 50s.
Oh,
Yeah. Except apparently you can survive if if a nuclear threat happened. Get in your fridge.
No, you got to get one of those old ass fridges though.
Frigidaire.
The-
So, what games are y'all playing?
Borderlands 2.
Borderlands 2? What
Borderlands
about you?
2. Minecraft.
How you liking Borderlands 2?
Man, Borderlands 2. I mean, I've been playing it off and on, but after we got that, I got that PlayStation monitor set up to use as a computer monitor, and also to have 2 consoles in here to have like a mini LAN.
Yeah.
And so after we got that set up, me and my girlfriend have been playing it. And we're going through it. We haven't played a whole lot. She's playing the Necromancer. She loves the Necromancer.
Yeah, I heard that was a good class.
I haven't settled on a class yet. I've played the Siren a good bit, and
Right.
by myself, and I was enjoying it. But I heard, I've heard, which you always hear shit when you go to forums and stuff. I heard her damage kind of gets to where it is not quite as good as everyone else's. And I was playing around with Zero, but he's fun with the sniping and everything, and I'm
But
sure
that's not a really good sniping type game though, in my opinion.
well, no, sniping's fun as shit on there.
Well, no, I'm saying it's fun, but I'm just saying as far as your encounters, you're not given that much of an opportunity to sit. At least not in the first one.
Well, no, but see, were you playing
with?
with other people?
No.
No, see, when you play with other people, it's definitely you get a lot more opportunity because she'll be running out there with her death trap, and she'll be up there, and they're all shooting at her, and I can sit way back and just snipe.
Gotcha.
But I mean, it's fun. And I imagine I've heard the melee build with Zero is like crazy fun, but I've never been much into the melee builds. Like on any game, like with Diablo, the melee, like Diablo 2 back in the day, the melee sorceress, I heard was a lot of fun, but I never did it because I never was really big into it.
I played the Commando, and I like the Commando.
I played him a little bit, but not a lot. I've played all of them. I think to like level 5.
Right.
But level 5 is when you just get your ability. So I don't really know how I feel about all of them yet. And
what about you?
well, in between that, I've been playing Halo 4 and Black Ops 2, and then when me and TJ play Minecraft for our channel. So
Yeah, I enjoyed Halo 4. I thought Halo 4 was gorgeous. I thought 343 Industries did a fantastic job.
Yeah, my only really complaint was just how short the campaign felt, but then again, it was pretty fast paced.
Yeah.
Did you beat the campaign, Grady?
I haven't beat it yet because Black Ops 2 came out and I started playing it a little bit. Then I was doing we're doing the stuff on our channel, and so I have to have time to do that. Then I got sick, or got sinusy sick, whatever you want to call it. So I was fucking out of commission. I sit there and watch Power Rangers the whole time. That's all I fucking did.
Nice. What season?
I started with 1 because I get this shit on Netflix now.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
that's
holy
rough,
shit.
Man. You started with the first season.
Yeah, that bitch is
pretty
like
rough.
60 episodes, man.
Yeah.
Who the fuck does that?
Yeah, like it introduced. It went all the way through the White Ranger, didn't it?
No, I think the White Ranger was in 2.
Either way, the amount, like, I thought the Green Ranger was like going to be the end of the first season.
No,
but
fuck no, it kept going. It kept going. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And and so I mean, I haven't played it like all the way through. I do know. I think I had the exact polar opposite opinion a lot of people had at the beginning of the game, because I know a lot of people were like, "Oh man, they played the first level and they're like, oh, this is so good," and I played the first level and I'm like, I'm fucking bored. But it's because there's a lot like points where you're just fucking walking and nothing is fucking happening. I mean, it's pretty and shit, but I mean, after I'm like, oh, it's pretty, and then I'm like, okay, what the fuck's going on?
Now, I think the one thing I did not like about the game is that in the first level they introduced a lot of mechanics, like the climbing.
Yeah, see,
and
I get that's what they were trying to do, but I'm
grappling.
like,
but you don't see those mechanics throughout the entire game. Granted, I'm pretty sure with the grappling, I'm pretty sure if you played it on like Legendary, you'll see more of that. But as far as the climbing mechanic, you won't see any more of that.
I do want to go on record though before people go, oh, you fucking suck, you're hating on Halo 4. I do enjoy the game though. After that initial beginning part, I was fucking like, when you land on the fucking planet and shit.
Yeah.
I fucking was immediately in love. Like and the new weapons, I love the new weapons.
Are awesome.
Yeah, I love them. But I'm pissed off at 343 because the other reason I haven't finished it is I play a lot of games with my girlfriend, and she came over and I'm like, hey, okay, I want you to play this with me, and she started playing it with me. And co-op was so much more fun than playing by myself.
Oh yeah,
Dad, I'm like, fuck it, I don't even want to play by myself now.
Well, and that's the thing with Halo though. It's not just
that can be taken out of context.
It's always taken out of context, sir.
It's not just 343 though. I mean, when I played Halo 3 co-op, I could not go back and finish that, replay it again solo because I enjoyed it more playing co-op than I did solo.
I was
so
trying
it's
to.
not just 343. I mean,
Oh yeah, I know.
hard for me
It's
to go
just,
through
it's
Reach.
yeah. I was trying to get TJ to play with me, but that motherfucker's like, "Are we playing multiplayer? Otherwise, I ain't playing." He's like completely anti-playing the campaign.
Out of
Yeah.
all the shooters I have, I've never really touched any of the campaigns, like on Resistance, Call of Duty.
Oh,
Oh,
Call of
the
Duty,
The
you're
fact
not
that you
missing
like
shit
the
though.
Multiplayer on Resistance is just hilarious because that's like
Wait,
the
whoa.
worst multiplayer
Which one?
I've ever played.
Which one?
2.
Resistance 2 multiplayer was horrible. Resistance
yeah, it
1 was
was.
good.
I played a little bit of Resistance 1's multiplayer with my brother.
When it first came out, no, it didn't age well
Yeah, back when I
compared
first
to
got
other.
it, it was
It
good.
yeah,
for
it
Well,
didn't.
that's all y'all had. That was supposed to be the Halo killer for the
And,
PS3.
well, I mean, it was a good game. It was a good game, but the multiplayer, like I said, the multiplayer didn't age well compared to like Halo or Call of Duty's. And
right.
say whatever you want to about Call of Duty, but fucking there are people still playing COD 4.
Yeah, I know. There's still people playing Modern Warfare 2 because they're saying that it's more balanced than the others.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 3
And-
fucking is. Don't even. That
I
game.
hate that damn game.
That game almost like okay. After that game came out, I'm like, I'm not fucking buying another goddamn Call of Duty game.
I was the same way, and I ended up buying the care package for Black Ops 2.
Yeah, I know. Why the hell did you do that? You know, like you know who buys that? Call of Duty fans.
Yeah, I bought it because it was like my last hardcore collector's edition. That's pretty much why.
I've only spent that much on the collector's edition.
That's so much.
With the tour,
Like,
Old Republic.
That was a good investment.
Yeah, it was.
Jeez.
Oh, that was a terrible investment.
Well, TJ, at least you're still playing it. I haven't touched it since
Man,
almost a year.
you've almost got me
I'm not playing it at the moment though because the free-to-play restrictions are like
horrible.
fucking insane.
They're so bad. I was talking about it. I think it might have been with you about how it's way more limited than like EverQuest 2's free to play.
Oh, yeah,
EverQuest
everybody's
2, you can actually go pretty far on their free to play without
Like,
having to spend money.
Here's the thing that pissed me off, that fucked me over with the free to play. As soon as I saw that you could only have X amount of hot bars without paying, I'm like,
Yeah,
no,
that's stupid.
that's fucked up. I'm like,
That and the whole you level slower.
Yeah, and that game's already a grind. That's the bad thing.
Yeah.
That's
I
why
mean,
I
if
put
well, I mean-
anything, you should be able to level normal for free, and then if you pay, you actually get an XP bonus and level faster.
well, I mean,
that
although
would probably get me back into the game, to be honest, because that's pretty much why I left. It was such a damn grind.
I mean, well,
It's a great
technically.
story, but it took forever to get to the story.
Well, I mean, technically though, by making free to play people level slower and paid people level the normal speed, they're kind of already doing what you said. It's just they're doing it in the opposite way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can buy experience boosters and
Yeah.
Warzone boosters. And
And it's
all
that
but
they even the leveling slower, like while it sucks,
you still have to pay for it even if you have a subscription.
it sucks. I'm still kind of okay with that, just because I know why they're doing it. They're trying to get people to buy those boosters and shit. But the hot bar shit, and then what was it? There was some other shit that they did too that I was like, wait a minute, what?
I know there's only 3 war zones a week.
I think that might have been what it was. Is
Yeah, it was
ridiculous.
3, but now it's 5.
the severely limited war zones. Like, you already telling people they can't raid, and you're telling people no, it wasn't even the war zones. It was it was the dungeons. That's what it was, or the flashpoints. Saying you can only get so much loot, pretty much.
And to be honest, their whole storytelling structure is kind of out of whack. I mean, you've got the Emperor in the game, this big bad. He should be, to be honest, he should have been the
Excuse
final raid boss.
Oh, they already introduced everything?
No, there'll be more.
No. But what I'm saying is, he should be the final raid boss before the next expansion. Going along how WoW WoW did things.
Yeah.
Instead, he is part of. You fight him as part of the Jedi's class quest.
Yeah.
So only a Jedi Knight can actually fight him.
I know.
What's
that's
the
kind of
Siths?
ridiculous.
Here's.
I don't remember.
The Sith Warrior ends up, you fight your master, pretty much.
Yeah.
That's the end of that.
That's kind of gay.
I've talked to you. Talking about the Sith. Speaking of
I mean,
Sith
the
Warrior.
Sith Warrior class story, though, is pretty much like an action movie.
Oh yeah, it's
All that-
awesome. It's awesome. I played.
Kind of ends blah.
But
But the trip there is awesome.
speaking of the Sith Warrior and the Emperor, I've talked to you about it, TJ, about how it pissed me off. But when they put the Darth title in the game, they had the two titles. They had the Emperor's Hand, which was for Sith Warriors, and they had the Darth title, which was for the sorceress or sorcerers or whatever. And then apparently people were pissed off because they're like, we can't be Darth. So they give the Darth title to the Warriors, but they don't give the Emperor's Hand title to the Sith sorcerers. So
Wow.
that pissed me off so bad, especially considering technically Emperor's Hand is a higher rank than Darth.
Yeah, it's his right hand
To
man.
be honest, me being a fan of the EU, I'd prefer the Emperor's Hand title myself.
Yeah, but that pissed me off. I'm like, why are you gonna take away this class's specific title, but not take away the other classes? I'm like, what the fuck's with that?
BioWare made a lot of stupid mistakes, and
Yeah.
I don't think the game's going to fly in free to play. I give it another year or so. I think it's
I
going
don't
to
know.
crash and burn.
I don't know. You'd be surprised. I think
I mean,
they'll have to
games
fix
make
some
it,
of it
but
though. I think they'll have to fix some of it.
They're going to have to do something.
Right.
Yeah, I was all for Old Republic, but now
Oh yeah, y'all were so
I do
hyped.
wish they would have just did a KOTOR 3.
Y'all were so hyped.
Yeah, I wish they would just.
Yeah, we were.
I was intentionally staying not hyped because I knew some fucked up shit was gonna happen.
Dude, I think everybody knew something was going to happen.
Well-
Fact
No,
that
this
it took so long for it to
Actually-
release.
That's that 3 controversy. BioWare could do no wrong.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
they
That's
did.
true. I don't know though. I actually, after playing it though, I actually felt like Old Republic was a decent MMO. I think I might have talked to you guys about this before about my stance on MMOs and why there won't really be another WoW killer.
Yeah, there won't be. I wish
It's-
people would get over that.
It's because with WoW I know we talked about it. WoW changed enough shit when it came out. It was way different than like EverQuest and shit, and it hit at just the right time for it to take way the fuck off.
And I think with WoW, when EverQuest 2 came out, and then I think Final Fantasy, what was it, 11?
11.
Yeah, they all came out at the same time, but they focused primarily on graphics. Whereas WoW, it had decent graphics, but it didn't go overboard with graphics. It focused more on gameplay.
Well,
And
I wouldn't
that's
even
why
say
WoW-
the gameplay was so much more, so much smoother than like EverQuest per se. I would say it's just they took a completely different outlook on it. It was a completely different type of MMO than people, and it hit at just the right time, and people were like, "Oh wow, this is fucking crazy," People were used to fucking grinding for hours and hours and hours to do something, and now they're like, "Oh no, we don't have to do that anymore, and we can do these raids, and it's all fucking fun." But the reason that won't ever happen again is because, one, everyone keeps trying to clone WoW, and you will never kill WoW with a WoW clone.
I think
Because-
Rift it didn't kill WoW, but I'm surprised it has a huge fan base.
Well, because
I heard its PvE is awesome.
11, Final Fantasy 11 took more of an EverQuest approach to it than a WoW
That
approach,
game was hard as hell.
and that game
Yeah,
didn't
it
do
was
too
when
well.
a bunny can kill you. Holy
Yeah.
hell!
Level 1 getting beat down.
Yep.
But
Died so many times.
an MMO is gonna have to come out and change enough shit to kind of reinvent the genre enough and that's how they'll get a lot of people. But it's like a threefold problem. One, as consumers, because of WoW and playing WoW for so long, we're used to certain things. We're used to having this plethora of raid content, whether it's old or new. You can go back and do old, you can do the new shit. There's a whole fuck ton of raids you can do.
Right.
And because of WoW, we've gotten very used to min-maxing and progression rushing. which wasn't a super big thing before. I mean, you had people who did it, but the average person didn't do it. And now the average person tries to min-max. They try to progression rush through raid content. So these new games come out. We have that kind of mentality. And they come out, and it's not like they don't really have enough raids when they first come out, because WoW didn't really have that many raids when it first came out.
No, I remember, I think the Nixia raid was just
Record.
coming out in December.
But see, the advantage WoW had when it first came out is players didn't have that rush through content mentality. They didn't have that min-max really going on as much. And now everyone has it.
Considering the god-awful attunements they had.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, those are rough.
Then a game like Tor or whatever comes out, and I'm not really going to get into how easy that shit was and all that, but people rush through it. And they're like, okay, now there's nothing left to do. So
Didn't you think it was like hours after it was
yeah,
released?
yeah.
Yeah.
But people rush through the game. They rush to get high max level, and then they rush to get to the
And then
raids.
there's nothing to do.
And then there's nothing to do. And so that's partially, I can't really say our fault, but part of the problem is as a whole game, our mentality as MMO gamers has shifted. But part of the problem is the
beta
developers.
also caused some of that issue.
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
People went through it and already knew what to expect. And,
Oh, yeah.
so when the full game
Oh,
was
that's
released,
like,
they could run.
Mr. Pandera, I mean, they've got so much shit, non-raid content, for people to do, just so they don't
Yeah. Let's see.
say, all right, I'm hit 90, I've rated everything, so I'm unsubbing.
Yeah.
I mean,
See, they have an
hell,
advantage.
even
though.
the raid content they've gated.
Yeah, oh yeah. They have an advantage over BioWare though, because they've been doing it for so long. They know that the players have this mentality. They know
Right.
they kind of can gauge what to expect.
And
Well,
it's
that
going-
was a big problem with Tor anyway, because Tor was pretty much modeled off of BC era WoW.
Exactly.
And it's going to be interesting to see how Bethesda handles Elder Scrolls Online.
Elder Scrolls will be good if Bethesda does what all future MMO developers need to do, and is finish their game like
First.
like how they're supposed to, or whatever. Get to where you would go, okay, let's release this, and then don't wait another 2 months and fucking build up raid content, because even if you don't put it all out at launch, you need that backlog of raid content, because that's what people expect now. That's what they expect.
Or in Bethesda's case, wait 2 months and fix all the damn bugs.
Pretty
Indeed.
much.
Or
I
And
don't know.
release
Or-
it on the PS3.
Yeah,
actually, I was
exactly.
about to make that joke. Damn it, you son of a bitch! You beat me to it. I wasn't gonna make it PS3 related, but I was gonna play off that how they still haven't fixed that shit.
They're not going to fix that shit.
Well, no, I heard,
It's
see-
a memory issue with the PS3 itself. But what's sad
No.
is that they should have caught that shit during development process.
Well, it's not a hardcore. Well, I mean, it is a memory issue, but it's memory issue just
Fallout
because.
3 had the same issue as far as the memory leaks. Because I can't even
No, I
finish
played Fallout 3 on PS3, and I played it. I finished it just fine.
No, I can finish all the way up to like the last level, but when you get to do the expansion, like the aftermath,
I did.
I can't finish that at all because it keeps locking up.
No,
on me.
that's not. I don't think that's not the same issue that they're having with the Skyrim shit though. That's just Fallout 3 being buggy. 'Cause
Yeah,
Fallout
well,
3 was buggy
Fallout-
as shit.
Fallout 3, New Vegas, and Skyrim all have, I think, the save file getting
Yeah,
way too big.
they do.
problem.
Yeah, like I was looking at my save file for Fallout 3. I think it's like 20 megs.
And people eat. Like people are on Bethesda's dick. They fucking love Bethesda. I'm like, Bethesda.
I love Bethesda, man.
Bethesda's-
I'm on their dick. I'm guilty of it.
They're mediocre to me, because while they will put out Skyrim is an amazing fucking game, but Skyrim is fucking one of the buggiest games. And I understand. I mean,
I haven't had any
I've,
issues on PC.
I've worked on. Well, I mean, but you haven't, but other people have. So
I'm wondering, but it could also be the mods that everybody's loading on. I haven't loaded any mods.
I had a bug. I was playing it the other day, and for some reason the dragons look like Macho Man Randy Savage. I don't know what the hell was going on.
man, that's crazy. That is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, that was a mod.
I don't know. I mean, I like their games, like I said, and we've all fucked with game development and shit, And I know from the coding standpoint that bugs are going to be there because game software is unreliable as shit. It's like the most unreliable software you can pretty much fucking do. But it's just the sheer amount of game crippling bugs that gets into their games that don't get weeded out, like the fucking file save thing.
Yeah. What about when games launch on day one and have a huge content update?
I know some people get so pissed about that. I don't have a problem with that.
And apparently consoles now too.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Console. Yeah, the Wii U had a 2-hour update.
Here's why I don't have a problem with that. I know why they do it, because when they ship these games, they actually have to ship them to places. They have to finalize their code base and assets and everything onto a disk well before the game actually comes out, because it has to be shipped somewhere to be mass produced and put in, and all the shit and packaged and all that shit. So while it's doing that though, they'll keep working on shit to fix bugs, and that's why
there was a 369 meg update for Black Ops Declassified.
Yeah, but I mean
to fix multiplayer.
That doesn't count though. It's Black Ops Declassified. That game's shit.
It is shit because I played the multiplayer 6 times. Guess how many matches I finished?
One.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Oh,
it kicks you out of the game automatically.
That game shouldn't be called Call of Duty Black Ops Declassified. That game should be called Resistance, Burning Sky 2, whatever the fuck that game was called. 2.0.
Nihilistic's other game.
Yeah, because Nihilistic was a shit company.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, there's no story mode. It's basically
and
parts of the mission from the original Black Ops, just with side missions basically, and it's just ridiculous. Don't get me wrong, I'm kind of enjoying it a little bit because it is challenging. I have not beaten a single level on that game yet because it's hard as hell.
You guys know though, if I say a developer, not a publisher, but like a developer is shit, that means they're really bad though, because normally I defend the shit out of developers.
Man,
Yeah, you do.
Because I mean, I understand, fucking with code and shit, that how much work and shit they're having to do, and you guys know from the art side the amount of work they have to do. So I mean, I get it with some shit, but I cannot. Fucking Nihilistic just puts out shitty products.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're fucking gone.
Oh, is it official yet?
Yeah, they're going to go. I think what was it? So they're going to they're renaming themselves and doing mobile.
Oh, that's
games
right. They're
thing.
going mobile gaming.
Yeah. Maybe y'all actually do something worse shit on mobile.
No, they won't. They'll just be another Zynga copying everything.
Zynga, oh man, Zynga's bleeding personnel. I love it.
Yeah, but you know what? I have a friend that went to their studio over in San Francisco, and she took some photos, and it just blows my mind that she's making all these connections.
Oh yeah. If you want to fucking get to know people, it don't matter, as far as internet, tech wise or internet wise, whatever. If you want to fucking network with YouTube people, if you want to network with fucking game studios and gaming people and all shit, you got to move out there.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, she's a photographer.
You don't even have to be super tech or anything. You will fucking see these people on the street. You can just walk up and talk to them, hey, how's it going? As long as you don't go super creepy stalker fanboy like TJ Mott.
Hey, how you doing?
I got some popsicles.
Oh shit. But yeah, the Steam sale was this week. And,
god damn it! It
wasn't as good. I
couldn't even complete my sentence. You talk about the Steam sale. So The Walking Dead went on sale on Steam. Y'all already have it, but I didn't.
Console.
Yeah, I didn't have it. So I was gonna pick it up because it was it's $12 and it's fucking all of them. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna grab this shit. And I looked at it when it had 2 hours left, and I'm like, all right, I need to get this, but I need to go. I was fucking doing something else, and I'm like,
go take a smoke.
And then I needed to. I have to smoke. I have to smoke before I make any money decisions, financial decisions. But no, and I fucking forgot, and I fucking didn't remember until we were fucking going to work, and I'm like, god damn it.
Yeah, I just picked up the Dragon Age Origins Ultimate Edition. Picked up all the Mass Effects.
But that game is so good, dude. That game's
I
so good.
I love Dragon Age
That game's
Origins.
so good.
I haven't played Part 2 yet,
But-
and I need to.
But it's better on PC, and
Because
this is one of the few times you will ever hear me say this. Dragon Age 2 is better on console.
See, I just heard Dragon Age 2 was a bad game, period.
That's because people wanted it to be exactly like 1.
It couldn't be like 1, though.
No,
Dragon Age
it
Origins
had-
set up the
there
Origins.
was-
That's why it says Origins.
Yeah, it has its pros and it has its cons. One of its cons, obviously, is the constant reuse of dungeons. They definitely
Right.
should have not did that shit. One of the pros
But that-
was...
That's a BioWare thing, though, man. Mass Effect 1 was bad about that.
Oh, yeah. I think people forget that, too.
Well, going back after playing Mass Effect 2 and 3 and going back to Mass Effect 1, story's excellent, but
Yeah,
the
but
game.
it's tough to go back.
Yeah,
It's-
graphically, you see how far BioWare has come.
But not
with
even
Mass Effect
graphically.
1.
Well, it's not just graphically.
Gameplay.
It's just the gameplay.
Yeah, the gameplay. It's the same thing. Well, Assassin's Creed 1 has the same issue. Like, Assassin's Creed 2 is brilliant. It's just
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed 1,
Yeah, I'll agree, and I kind of chalked that up to that they were trying something new
Oh, yeah.
and
And I'm glad
also setting everything up.
Yeah, I'm glad they kept going.
I loved Assassin's Creed 1, and I loved Assassin's Creed 2. I cannot finish Brotherhood for some reason, though.
I can't finish
Is that
Brotherhood.
because of the feather?
No, they put all the feathers on the map on
Oh, yeah,
Brotherhood.
they changed the way it's feathered. But no, I can't finish Brotherhood just because I keep getting fucking sidetracked with other shit.
Yeah, there's that, and then there's the little stupid chase missions that just...
When I saw the amount of multiplayer trophies that they had, and because I was gonna try to get, I was trying to get the platinum. I saw the amount, and now I could do it, but it would, I would have to go get someone who had Brotherhood to fucking do the shit with me, you know?
Yeah, and I got one of the harder trophies where you had to kill somebody in the haystack.
No, actually, I did beat Brotherhood finally. I think. No, I did finally beat it. I gotta play Revelations now.
Yeah, I've only played the Revelation multiplayer. I won't touch storyline until I finish Brotherhood.
I actually thought about fucking just skipping it and going straight to 3. But I
That's
know
what
there's
debating because people are saying you do not have to play.
yeah, you don't. But I mean, because it's Connor, it's not Ezio anymore. But the
Yeah.
overarching Desmond story, you're missing some
Carries
detail.
over.
Yeah, you're missing
Yeah.
some details from it.
Because apparently something happens in Revelation.
Actually, TJ, you were playing. Did you ever pick up 2 and start playing it?
No, I still haven't opened it. It's still over there in the plastic.
Such a good game. You need
And,
to play it.
What about you, Tommy?
No, it's the whole series is on my list, but I have yet to try it yet.
I have WoW to play.
Well, I actually
I
I,
Hey,
get that
I wanted to-
1,000 gold mount.
I wanted to purposely ask
I'm
you
sorry.
guys.
I'm saving a lot of money though.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. I've spent a lot of money.
Same here.
I wanted to purposely ask you guys though, because I just realized that me and Hilton have not shut the fuck up, and you guys were so quiet. Me and him.
I haven't played it, so I can't really chime in.
Yeah.
Just like, oh yeah, I saw that on IGN.
Yeah. Speaking of IGN,
All I had to say is just Assassin's Creed 1 was repetitive. That's
It
all I
was.
have to say.
it was.
Yeah, once you understood what was about to happen, I flew through the game.
I'm wondering what's gonna happen with IGN.
Yeah, they're being have they found a buyer yet?
I don't think they found a buyer yet. But the company that owns them, it makes the worst fucking business decisions ever.
Yeah, they do, and they're wanting to sell IGN for what $60,000 less than what they paid
No,
for.
way more than 60,000. They were wanting to sell it
Was it
for like 200,000 less than what they paid for
Yeah,
it.
it's like they really just want to get rid of it.
Yeah, they
They
do.
don't want it anymore.
But you talking about the same company that fucking paid like a ridiculous amount of money for MySpace when MySpace was starting to do a decline.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the same company.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
but then
Fox.
maybe Justin Timberlake will bring IGN back. He brought sexy back, and he's working on MySpace. Maybe IGN will be next.
I think he might have gave up on MySpace and
Yeah,
decided, fuck
I
it,
think
I'm just gonna go
MySpace.
do movies instead.
Yeah, I don't think anything's gonna happen to MySpace, and
Which-
I kind of wish Facebook would go that way too. But
Which I mean, we want to talk about him in movies. That motherfucker's not too bad. He's not too bad of an actor.
no, he's actually decent.
He's a. I
Decent
could.
actor. I prefer his music over his.
I did see that. I'm the opposite. I fucking didn't give a shit. I'm like, I fucked Justin Timberlake. I didn't, but I started watching him
wouldn't you?
straight in that butt.
Yeah.
He's got that sexy curly hair.
Hell yeah.
Pubes on the scalp.
Nah, like I started seeing him in movies and shit. I was like, yeah, that motherfucker's not too bad.
Yeah, I liked him. What was that one about the time?
In Time,
Yeah, In Time was decent.
it was decent. It wasn't great.
No, it wasn't great by any means. It was just decent.
Yeah.
And there was another movie he was in. Alpha Dog was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard he was really good in that. I haven't seen it yet.
I got it if you want to borrow it. It's a fantastic movie.
I think it's on Netflix, or it was.
I don't know.
So, Grady, you're like me. You bought that PS
PlayStation, the PlayStation display. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty impressed with it. Like I said, I tried out Uncharted 3.
Oh God, that was bad.
That was yeah. I'm not a huge fan of 3D.
Yeah, me either.
And 3D gaming is just
It's a cool concept.
Cool. Yeah, it's an extremely cool concept. And I mean, just like back in the mid '90s when they had those games that were the hologram games at the arcades.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I never thought those were a cool concept though.
I thought they were a cool concept, man. I don't like the fact that it costs $1 for one credit and you die almost instantly.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's a cool concept, but I'm like you. In practice, though, I'm not a huge fan of it.
Right.
well, I don't know. I mean, 3D's a gimmick.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, right now, I mean,
Avatar is probably the best movie I've seen that made use of 3D.
Resident Evil 3D.
yeah, fuck that movie.
And whatever. Seriously though, but even as beautiful as Avatar was, and I'm just talking about beauty because the story was just Dancing with Wolves and
With Smurfs.
Yeah. But even as beautiful as it was in 3D, it wasn't a game changer to me. It's like I watched it plenty of times in 2D and still enjoyed it just as much.
You watched it more than once?
Yeah, I've caught it on HBO a couple times.
I own it and I cannot watch it.
Yeah, I gave my copy to my parents. I never watched it.
I think my thing with 3D though really is more so that you could 3D by itself, especially right now, is blah. Once they get the tech up some more, where you don't need the glasses, or it doesn't cause as much eye strain and shit like that, it'll be cool. But even then, it won't be great. It's the combination of 3D with other tech that people are working on that I think is gonna be really cool. That's when we're gonna start seeing the whole fucking like reboot fucking style bullshit where we log into something and we're actually fucking true VR and shit.
Dude, go read Ready Player One.
Oh yeah, no, I know. I've read part of it. I haven't finished it though.
Dot hack.
Yeah, it'd be just like Dot Hack. Yeah.
No way, it's gonna be like the Virtual Boy.
Oh god, that thing was horrible.
I wanted one of those so bad.
I did too until I
I played
one at Toys R
Sean's.
Us and because when I first heard about it, I'm sitting there. It was about the time of the Lawnmower Man came out in theaters. He's in that big old spinning thing with the mask on, so it's like completely free roaming or whatnot. So I'm thinking it's going to be something along that line. And then I look at it, and it's like a bunch of just red lines and shit.
Oh yeah, it was horrible.
I got a story. I got a funny story. The Virtual Boy came out in what, 95, 96?
Something like that.
I'm from a small town, Weaver. so we didn't have all the stores that had like the Virtual Boy on display or anything. Like, I don't think I knew anybody back home that owned the Virtual Boy. But the radio station WENN 107.7 was giving them away, and you would call in and try to win one. And I thought that you could either put this thing on the table and put your face in it and play your game. But I also thought it came with a strap, and you'll strap it across your head and everything. You can just walk around with it.
Why did it advertise as a portable device?
You actually thought you could strap that big ass fucking thing to your face?
Yeah, dude.
Did you think your neck could actually support that? I mean, that some bitch would have broke your neck trying to walk around with that damn thing.
Think though, man. After like owning a regular Game Boy and then seeing the Virtual Boy, I did not get my hands on a Virtual Boy until I moved to Hoover, and it was.
Oh hell, I never had one. Sean or Rycon, if people from our channel could see or come over and watch this, he had one, and I fucking played with his shit.
Yeah, I got one now, and I've been meaning to buy like. You want to know why the Virtual Boy failed? It wasn't because of the games. It was because of how.
It was because it was a fucking piece of shit, and you hurt your neck after playing for 10 minutes.
Well, that's beside.
Yeah, and it was a.
I think the fact that the
distraction because the Ultra 64 was running behind.
Oh man. You just said the key words right there.
That was such a disappointment.
It wasn't this console. It was what he called it, the Ultra 64.
Yeah,
I remember when
I remember playing Killer Instinct in the theaters. Coming soon to the Ultra 64.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and
it's like it had the Rare logo, then it had the Ultra 64 logo, and that game was gorgeous. And then they released Killer Instinct on Super Nintendo. Then Killer Instinct 2 came out, and that game was fucking fantastic. So we got Killer Instinct Gold for the N64, and it did not hold up at all. I mean, it's still a great game on consoles, but it was nothing like the arcade experience.
Yeah. But now look what Rare does.
That was badass.
Yeah, Rare does nothing except make avatars.
They make fucking Kinect games.
Yeah, but didn't they just re-up the copyright for Killer Instinct?
Yeah, but doesn't.
It's probably gonna be just a re-release.
I hope so, man. I would love a freaking arcade port of that game.
I think we got way off what you were originally talking about.
Well, yeah,
it's look worse shit now.
I don't care, dude. The gameplay on that.
I still play it.
Yeah, I would too.
I'm good.
But no, what I was getting on about the Virtual Boy is that the system took 6 AA batteries, and
you're talking about at the time when we didn't have fucking rechargeable batteries too.
Well, we have rechargeable batteries.
Not at an affordable rate.
Yeah, exactly. They're expensive as hell. But they sold the AC adapter separately, which was, I think that was a bad move.
That was a Sony move.
Yeah, it was.
But no, I think the Virtual Boy. I think if they would have just tried more stuff. I mean, it had RISC processors in it, so it's capable of handling some pretty fantastic graphics. I mean,
I guess
the RISC processor at the time was a pretty hard
graphics by red lines across the screen.
Yes.
I thought that shit was awesome, though. Every time I went to Blockbuster, I was playing.
Wow.
Every time I was there.
I'm like, I think I would have punched some of you when y'all were kids. I think I would have been like, what the fuck? Dude, I hated that shit, dude. For real. I thought it was shit.
I did too. I looked at it one time at Toys R Us, and I was like, this is what it is.
Yeah, because when I first heard about it, I'm like, oh, and it's like Virtual Boy's 3D, and I'm like, oh, that shit's gonna be cool. And then I actually fucking played it, and I'm like, all it is fucking, it's bullshit 3D, and it's a bunch of red lines.
Well,
that pissed me off so much. After that, I went out and I wasn't allowed to that Toys R Us anymore because I went and punched a baby as soon as I saw what that shit was.
Yeah, I know.
Like I said, man, I'm from Weaver, and we didn't have shit like stuff like that on.
Every time you say I'm from Weaver, it makes me giggle. Right here, deep on the inside.
It's terrible. I don't wish that.
Hey, but Weaver just sounds ghetto.
Popcorn.
Like,
do what?
This is Weaver popcorn, man.
Hell yeah. No, Weaver just sounds ghetto. Like any place called Weaver just sounds like it's ghetto.
It's not ghetto. It's
I know, it's not.
there.
But I know it's not, but it just sounds like it should be.
Think of Hueytown and you get Weaver.
Yeah, but Hueytown's not that bad though.
Please.
It depends on what part.
Yeah,
of
that's what I'm saying.
I think Hueytown's got some ghetto in it.
It
Yeah,
does. Oh no, it
Hueytown.
does. It does. But I think like when y'all think Hueytown, y'all think of that bad part, and Hueytown is a lot bigger than you actually think it is.
Oh, I know it's pretty big. It's pretty
There's some
filled with
nicer
trailers
parts.
and
No,
cars.
see, there you go. You're thinking of the bad part
Purple
again.
houses.
Yep.
Is there a purple house in Hueytown? I know there's one in
Yeah.
Bessemer.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a purple house in
I
Hueytown.
know there was there's a lime greenhouse in Hueytown.
Yeah.
My grandfather's next door neighbor.
Yeah, Hueytown ain't too bad.
But-
It's redneck, but I mean, so are most fucking places here.
Oh, true.
Oh man, when y'all got y'all's Walmart, it was like the best thing since peanut butter.
Who?
Hueytown when they got their Walmart.
You said y'all. You said first off. You said y'all like that was helping. Redneck y'all. Go ahead. Go on a tear there, TJ.
Oh. But
Hell yeah.
going back to what I was saying though about the 3D display though, it's I don't know. 3D has never become
Yeah.
a must.
But see,
Like, on certain movies, like when surround sound came out, that became a must.
Right.
Which, granted, they don't charge.
It enhanced
it
enhanced the experience in my opinion.
see,
Because you had speakers in the front, the back, the center, and it just enhanced the experience. 3D is not enhancing the experience for me.
No, it's not. I mean, I can tolerate it, because right now, I mean, if I want IMAX, I gotta deal with 3D because if there's a 3D version,
it's gonna the
It'll be an
IMAX is gonna be 3D.
yeah. The only exception to that lately has been Dark Knight Rises, and thank God Christopher Nolan said no to 3D.
Right.
But no, I mean the 3D display though. I mean,
But see,
I'm like Grady. I bought it just for.
as I was about to say, you were talking about how bad we don't like 3D, and we were talking about how we bought a 3D display. But no, me and you bought it for the same reason. It was a 24-inch monitor for $99,
Yeah.
and an LED monitor too. I mean, it's nice, it's sharp. It's not.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous picture.
It's not quite as good as probably like I said, like a true monitor, because it's not a TV and it's not a monitor. It's in the middle. So
Yeah.
but
I
it's
mean,
pretty
for that
good.
price.
Oh, yeah,
it's-
that
it's
price.
perfect. And to be honest, I mean, it's obvious the reason why they got, because they were put on sale. A month or so ago for what was it, $199?
Yeah, well, yeah.
And then they go and put them on a sale again for $99. I mean, it's obvious they're just trying to get rid of them
Yeah,
because they weren't selling
it's because
for what they were, and that's because 3Ds is shit. I mean,
well, it was. I don't even really think that was the big reason why they didn't sell, because I mean, you did try the Simulview, and that was one of the big selling points, and the Simulview was pretty cool.
that was cool.
But-
Unfortunately, there's very few games.
Yeah,
that
that's
are-
the problem. It's like if they could have figured out a way to make the TV handle it and not make it where there actually had to be extra code. And I know there is a way, but it's kind of ghetto. I read you can switch your TV to like top down view or whatever, and you cover one of the lenses.
I heard about that. Yeah.
But I'm like this. No, I'm like if they could have figured out how to get the TV to do it. Period. And
So
then
you basically have to play like a pirate.
pretty much you become a pirate. Become a pirate. Which,
Yeah.
if you ever play games with TJ, you're used to playing with pirates.
What the hell does that mean?
Man, take it how you want to take it, man.
Somehow I got the feeling there's a butt pirate joke in there.
Ain't no telling.
Yeah. Ain't no
Leave it
telling.
to Tommy to bring up a butt pirate.
Yeah, if it ain't me, it's you.
But so you think
I like how he's like, leave it to Tommy to bring up butt. But so.
no, I'm just saying. So as far as the 3D TV goes, I saw it. I played the Uncharted multiplayer on it and got sick pretty much instantly.
It wasn't too. It
Now,
was,
granted, I did have 3D turned all the way. You can adjust the level of the
Yeah.
3D, and since it's still hooked up, I may adjust it down.
Well, like
See if it's any better, but
Black Ops 2 wasn't too bad. It's just I think part of my thing with it was also how close I was because I've already got mine hooked up as a monitor, so I was sitting like really close to it. But it's
Do
not
you
like
have it hooked up by a DVI to your computer or HDMI?
HDMI to DVI
Okay.
because it doesn't have DVI ports. That's what I said. It's not a true monitor.
It doesn't have a DVI port, but it comes with a DVI cable.
No, it comes with HDMI cable.
Oh, HDMI. That's right. Ah, crap.
Yeah, he stole my
Yeah, I
Mac
stole.
Mini cable.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I've got to order one through Amazon because I'm not paying $30+ at
Fucking Best Buy. Speaking random side note, real quick, just for because we got to throw some football in here. We got 2 Auburn fans here.
Yeah.
Gene Chizik got fired.
Hell
Sweet.
yeah.
Nice.
Isn't that what that said? Yeah, my girlfriend just was like, "Hey, look." Yeah, so he got fired.
That's awesome, but I'm a turncoat, so I
Turncoat.
don't care.
Yeah, didn't both of you go? Yeah,
We're-
fuck this. Nate.
Yeah, I think
was-
I think your girlfriend was the only true Auburn fan
Yeah, pretty much.
over yesterday.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
we were. I was rooting for Alabama the entire time.
And TJ's like, "I'm a Georgia fan now."
I'm a Georgia fan until the SEC championship, and if they lose, then Georgia can rot in hell.
Then who you gonna be a fan of then?
Notre Dame.
Hell yeah.
Because they'll be playing against Alabama.
Pretty much. I might be a fair weather Auburn fan,
But you're
I'll
not.
say
Your
Alabama.
hatred of Alabama is not.
Fair weather, Auburn fan, but all weather Alabama hater.
Yeah.
Pretty much. That's me.
Nice. That's awesome. I mean, we knew Chisnick was going to get fired, but I figured it'd be in December when that announcement got made.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure he's happy because he just made about million. What, 7 million?
7 million.
Oh hell yeah.
Unless, from what, I thought the investigation though that's going on could actually.
That's if they would have found anything though.
Yeah, they
They
fired
could-
him early. So.
Yeah. So I
That's-
mean, he needs to.
Kind of wonder what he said in the locker room during the halftime.
Yeah.
show.
No.
Guys just
I know y'all are having a terrible season, but I'm about to get paid.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bitch.
I know that motherfucker needs to share the wealth. I could use a mill.
Nah.
Set myself up.
So that's awesome.
Yeah, I
That
thought you
means
guys
that they're
going
going to be even worse next year than they are this year.
Oh, more than likely.
God. Yeah, I think I'm.
That's the problem with like this like SEC. I guess SEC schools and coaches is which Chiswick probably would never been that good in the first place, but they don't really want to give coaches time to try to develop a program. They're like, you got 3 years, national championship, or get the fuck out.
That's
Well, and to be
that's
honest, though,
awesome.
Auburn's usually a lot better with that than
Mhm.
Bama is.
Yeah.
Bama's notorious. Bama's always been like a coach is in danger of getting fired if he's having a winning season but loses to Auburn.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
I mean, I'm an Alabama fan, but I don't recognize that.
Saban was the exception, though. I mean, he lost. Was
Once
it 2 years
or
ago?
twice.
Yeah, he lost 2 years ago to
I know he lost at least once when,
Cam Newton.
which was
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, it was a shutout up until halftime, and then they turned around and came back.
I remember people saying when that shit happened. I remember people telling me, "Oh, Alabama's gonna fire Saban now." And I'm like, I doubt
No,
it.
I didn't think that at all. Because I don't know why I didn't think that. I mean, I'm not a huge hardcore football fan.
You
I
gotta-
enjoy watching it, but
Yeah.
I didn't think that the Alabama was on a fire Saban over that game because of the whole Cam Newton in general, the whole
Yeah.
investigation going on with him.
I mean, I didn't think they would anyway, just because he just won a national championship and they're paying him a metric ton of money. And you're talking about I won't say quite NFL level coach, but almost NFL level coach
Right.
playing at the college level. I mean, he's coaching the college team. and he did coach in the NFL. He didn't do great, but he did do it. So I mean, I doubt they would have got rid of him over that. Now if he would have kept losing, then his ass would have been gone.
Yeah, I love seeing him on the field though, man.
He always looks so
He is
pissed.
passionate.
His
That
ex-
motherfucker has passion.
his expressions are classic.
Is that what you're calling it now? You're calling it passion? Because I could have swore last week you called it like a dick up his ass.
He's flippant, but it's awesome.
Yeah, you were hating on him bad though.
Oh yeah. Well, it's the Alabama coach, so. I mean, what else am I gonna do?
Be like me and just be like, yeah, you know.
Just think, Grady, your team would have been number one if they didn't have sanctions against them.
Yeah, they probably would. Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that. 'Cause they're not really my team anymore, but their band's crazy good though.
Yeah, they
No.
are.
Yeah, I have to give him props for that.
Talking about but we should probably clarify. We're talking about the Ohio State band when they did a tribute, like a video game music tribute thing, and it was pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.
Yeah, like my wife, you know, she'll watch a couple football games. She's not a really big fan. She's more of she's a band nerd than anything, and she loved it, man, when she saw that tribute.
Yeah, it was fucking pretty badass.
I was in the band as well in high school, and that shit was awesome.
So Tommy, you're gonna go see Life of Pi tonight or tomorrow?
What the hell is that movie?
It's about a tiger.
What?
I don't know. It's
I
about,
don't know. It's about some dude that he gets shipwrecked, and he's like on a lifeboat with a tiger, and I don't know. It just visually, the movie looks amazing.
You know
But,
you know what we call that? Like we call that a tiger that's no longer hungry.
Is the tiger going to be named Wilson?
That was pretty good. That's pretty
That's
good.
the sequel. So I don't know. It looks interesting to me. I know it's going to be. I'm going by myself to see it, but
yeah, you are.
I've just never heard of it.
Yeah, me either. When you said, "Hey, I'm assuming you're not going to see Life of Pi," and I'm like, I don't even know what the hell you're talking about, dude.
Well, Tommy, you know your favorite comic book artist loved it, so that'd be
you're going to start following him on Twitter before I ever did.
only to mock him.
Only to mock him.
Yeah, every now and then I'll mock Rob Liefeld. So
Speaking of it, you wanna?
it's getting great. It's getting great reviews, though. I mean, it's like
Is.
all over the place. I still have no interest, though.
Yeah, you only like it when he directs movies about gay cowboys eating pudding.
Dude, that's a fantastic movie.
Or when it has shiny, sparkly vampires in it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
an awesome movie as well.
I thought I
The
just
first
said-
Twilight movie was terrible.
All of them are terrible. What are you talking about?
No. I'm just meaning, not as
Okay.
far as story goes. Yeah, every single one of them is a terrible movie. But the first, hold on a second. The first movie though is just god awful. The wigs are terrible. The acting. I mean, Kristen Stewart can't act anyway. She has one expression and that's it. But the first movie is just so fucking bad. Tommy, you've seen it, right?
Yeah, because I honestly, I was
There
like,
was-
well, if I'm going to dog the hell out of this series, I at least got to give it a chance. And I watched the first one.
I didn't.
And it was-
I didn't know there was acting in that movie. I thought it was just awkward staring.
No,
It was just that one girl that was hot. That was
Yeah,
basically
there was one
guy.
hot girl in it.
there's actually two hot girls in that movie, and one of them is a much better actress, and she doesn't need to be in those movies. It's the main actress of that. Crap! IMDb for the win. Y'all keep talking.
I know. Actually, if you
Twilight sucks.
take those movies seriously, they're horrible. But if you watch them like how I watched them last time I saw them, because unfortunately I have seen, I think not all of them, but most of them. You watch them
Oh, way to
As a-
cover it up, asshole.
as a comedy.
Yes, exactly.
It's,
Watch
they're
it as a comedy.
they're fucking hilarious because they're so bad.
Yes. Oh god, like the second movie where she's like screaming after the whole breakup thing was hilarious. Let's see. There are
Was
two
it
hot.
Ashley Green?
No, it's Anna Kendrick, I think. Yeah, Anna Kendrick is a fantastic
I don't-
actress. She
I
was
don't know
in
who that
Scott
is.
Pilgrim, 50-50, Up in the Air, Pitch Perfect, which I really want to see. But
Pilgrim, wait a minute. What?
But yeah, she's a fantastic actress, and she does not belong in the Twilight series. Granted, she probably made a shit ton of money.
Is she not in the last one?
Yeah, she should be. She plays Jessica.
Who's Jessica?
Oh, you know what? She may not be in the last one.
Oh,
She's only in the part 1, so she's not in part 2.
damn it.
Yeah.
The only chick that I really was like, oh, this chick is really hot in that movie was what was her name? Alice.
Yeah, Alice.
She's
Oh
hot.
yes.
Yeah, Ashley Green.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I said, there's only 2 hot chicks, and that was them.
And unlike the other Alice of
Oh yeah.
Note,
Anna Kendrick.
she was
Okay,
actually
yeah.
kind of cool. The other Alice of Note is a super crazy psycho bitch.
Must be a personal friend of yours.
No, I'm talking about that chick that everyone's obsessed with.
Oh, Resident Evil Alice, right?
Yeah.
Sounded depressed there, man.
That movie depresses me. All of them. That what he's done with that series just makes me want to kill myself.
And
It's
yet you
that
love
deep.
Resident Evil 5. Come on, partner. Let's do this, partner. Are you
Well,
with me, partner?
You mean
Love
6?
it or hate it,
You
you
mean
gotta
6?
admit though that's the most successful video game movie franchise there is.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
no
it's.
doubt.
But this, you know why? Because it's not like the fucking games. That's why. It's like, oh, this is a video game movie. Not really. You took the name. You took the
By name
basic.
only.
You
That's-
took the. Well, the original movie, the first one, was kind of the basic concept of like Resident Evil 2/3,
Right.
but not like it wasn't like a real true video game movie. Like the first Silent Hill movie was. The first Silent Hill movie was actually pretty good. Like
That was real good. It was scary as hell, too.
as
man.
far as being accurate to the game, it wasn't 100% because you really can't be 100%, but it was pretty close.
I heard the second movie was terrible, though.
That's what I heard. I haven't seen it yet.
I plan on seeing it, but I'm just. I don't think I'll enjoy it. It's going to be a pretty bad movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you thrive off of bad movies though.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one that's seen 50-50 and will admit that I've actually cried in that movie.
I've never even heard of that. Man.
I've never
Me
heard of
either.
It
I
has
don't know, I'm like,
Seth
I'm
Rogen and
Is that that movie
Oh, I'm
with
looking
about
at
the
it
kid?
right now.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
Yeah.
Scott's got cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I don't know. I heard it was decent.
You know what I did not realize is that
pretty
Joseph
good.
Gordon-Levitt is the kid from Angels in the Outfield.
You
No
didn't
way.
you didn't know
Yeah, that's
that?
him.
You didn't know that?
Nuh-uh. Because I went
Oh.
and saw that movie in theaters because I was playing baseball back then, but
Who did he play in G.I. Joe?
no, I didn't.
Cobra Commander?
Yep.
Wow.
That dude's getting around.
Yeah, he had to play in one bad movie. And that'd be G.I. Joe. That's a terrible movie.
I don't know,
It
man.
was.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. That movie was amazing. It was
It
amazing.
had the Ninth Doctor in it.
Yeah. Then I
Yeah,
thought.
I didn't realize he played in the Halloween H2O either.
That motherfucker's not as young as I think people think he is. Like I think a lot of people are like, "Oh, he's a newer actor." I'm like, "No, that motherfucker's been around."
Dude, he's our age. He's born in 1981.
You mean he's your age?
Yeah, sure. I forgot. You're in 90s, baby, aren't you?
Yeah, that's exactly. I'm like 18.
Yeah. I don't know. What year were you born?
85. 85.
85. That's close enough. He's your age.
Yeah, he's close. He's close.
Yeah, I was 84.
Tommy was 1906 something.
19 what? How you doing, Grandpa?
Yeah, back in my day.
But yeah, Joseph Gordon-Levitt though he's becoming one of my favorite actors. I mean, I'm surprised that Leonardo DiCaprio is pretty high up on my list now.
I mean,
always thought Leo was good.
you guys are a lot
Hey, I
more
still
attached.
defend Titanic to this day.
Of course you
I've
would.
never seen it, but
You're not missing much.
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't good either.
I haven't seen it a lot though. I think I've seen it like maybe twice.
I've seen it once.
I've got it on Blu-ray if you want to borrow it.
I might have to decline that one, sir. No, you guys have always been though more about actors than I have.
oh yeah.
I've noticed that because like you guys have been like, oh, like when you earlier that chick Anna whoever, if you wouldn't have said who she played, you know, and hell even when saying who she played, I still didn't know who she was.
I
But
still had to go IMDb it.
I mean,
Yeah, I knew who it was. I just had IMDb it because I couldn't remember her name.
yeah, like I never know like most people unless they're a really big name. I have no clue who they are. Like you guys do. So, like when you're like Joseph Gordon-Levitt is becoming one of my favorites. I'm like he all of them just kind of blend together to me.
I just think it's weird that I grew up when like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, Tom Cruise, all the big names.
Yeah.
And now you got all these newer actors that have been acting for a while, but they're just now breaking the surface.
Well, I mean,
Nicolas Cage.
well, I mean,
That man needs to stop doing movies.
Yeah, he does.
did he? I mean, did he finally stop?
No,
I don't know.
no,
Is
God,
he still?
no.
Is he still got some more coming out?
Yes,
God.
he has a lot more.
It's so
coming
bad
up.
because he was such a good actor too.
Exactly. That's my
It's-
whole thing. He was such a
He,
great actor.
he was so
Early,
good.
Mid to late 90s, he was.
Well,
Lord of
no,
War was 2005. That was a good.
It was a good movie.
National
He's still-
Treasure, 2004. Good movie.
he's still a good actor. It's not that he's not a good actor anymore. It's just that you fucking tell he doesn't give a shit about any of these movies he's doing.
Well, he's also owes a lot of.
Yeah, I mean
owes
that's why he's
money
doing
and
it.
shit, So he's not saying yes to everything. Just
Yeah.
To get a pay.
And then he gets in there and he's like, yeah, I don't really give a shit about this movie, so I'm not gonna fucking do good. And
Which
so,
unfortunately, Liam Neeson's doing the same thing.
But I think he's just trying to keep his mind off of things.
Well, yeah, it's not about money. It's about keeping his mind off of his wife dying. But he's still
yeah,
just like, dude, look at the scripts more. You don't have to do a battleship.
well, no,
You don't even
Yeah.
have to do a take two.
I don't even want to get into Battleship because
I plan on watching that. I just
Because
haven't gotten around to it
there's I personally haven't, like you, I'll never see that shit. And then there's a whole bunch of people I know were like, oh, that movie is amazing.
yet. I've heard the same thing, that it was a lot better than what people were saying, but I had no interest in seeing it in theaters, and I plan on renting it. I may even stream it off of Vudu, but I don't know, man. But yeah, I just don't understand. Nicolas Cage, so his last good movie was National Treasure. Or no, I take that back.
Kick-ass.
Look,
Kick-Ass, he had a minor role, and the
was
fact that
still-
people were
it was still-
laughing while he was dying was hilarious. But it was still a good movie. But Lord of War was a fantastic
oh
movie.
yeah, that was a great movie.
Yeah. That
And
was-
next to the intro for that movie was pretty much just about as good as the intro to Girl with a Dragon Tattoo.
Which is also a good movie.
Yeah.
yeah, I still need to see that one.
Yeah, you need to put that on your list, man, because that's
If you can deal with the subtitles and shit, try watching the original one. Because
Yeah,
the original one is a little bit better.
that's what I heard. And I mean, although I heard Let Me In was actually better than the original.
I heard the opposite. I heard the opposite.
I heard the remake was better than the original as well,
I've-
and I like the remake. I
I've
enjoyed
got to
it
be in the
myself.
mood to read subtitles.
I will say the Americanized, remake or whatever for a girl with a dragon tattoo is not. I mean, it's not really bad or anything. It's just still a good movie. So it's not like the original is a lot better than the redo, but it is better. Like some of the scenes are a little bit more graphic, and you get a little bit more shit like that.
Yeah, I plan on watching the original one, and I usually don't mind subtitles. I mean, I used to watch raw anime for the most part.
Yeah.
So I mean,
me.
yeah.
Damn,
Speaking
man.
of, I mean, we got the biggest anime fan in the world in this podcast. Tommy, why don't you tell us what anime you've been watching lately?
Nada.
I thought you
Nada,
were supposed to watch one.
I haven't heard of that one.
I'm supposed to. Got work's got a
He's putting the list together, isn't he?
Yeah.
You
Basically,
should.
we made a bet. He's never seen Firefly, so he's gonna watch all the episodes of Firefly, and in turn, I've got to watch the equivalent number of episodes of a series of his choice, but he hasn't narrowed it down yet.
And see, that's hard because Firefly was only what 12 episodes.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
anime is like 24.
Yeah, and like they don't start getting good until after the middle.
It's hard because it's his choice, and anime is very varied.
Yeah, it's
and
according to
it's
that
very-
guy's taste
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah,
Like-
well, it's Jared.
Like, if it was me,
Dragon Con.
if it was
Yeah,
me,
he's probably
uh, especially for you, because knowing you and everything, I would actually say something like Elfen Lied.
No, I don't know, man.
Well,
Elfen
'cause
Lied's good. Don't get me wrong. that's a
Elfen
good
Lied's
series.
brilliant, but no, because I mean,
The music is fantastic.
Elfen Lied's a serious anime. There's not that bullshit, crazy looking faces and shit. I know Tommy doesn't like those. And it's
Yeah.
very serious and it's very
Yeah.
graphic. And
I don't like androgynous dudes
So
There's not
and
an
little
androgynous
girls
dudes in it.
that go da.
say they don't.
Listen to this racism coming out of this man.
I hate racism.
I don't know what it is.
They
So
they
all.
ain't Japanese. There's blonde and redheads in there. So they, I don't know.
Have you noticed that all anime characters actually look white?
Yeah.
Yeah, there. You know, I used to own the hentai Rotsi Doji, and before the hentai started, there was a basically a how-to about anime, and it explained the big eye expressions and the multicolored hair and the skin colors and everything. And I'm just watching. I was like, "Who the fuck cares? Give me my porn. I want to see my tentacles."
That was about the biggest letdown of
I'm
the
proud
story
to
I've,
say
I've
I've
heard
never seen
in a long time.
Which one?
I actually was expecting a good story out of that, and then you're
No,
like,
it was just saying like Japanese anime girls have big eyes because they want to not feel seen they're
Like,
mean or
I
angry.
mean, what
and
I'm saying, you started to build, you introduced this hentai, and you built into this other thing, and there was a build up, and I was expecting something to come, and you're all like, who fucking cares? Let me touch my dick.
yeah, pretty much.
I mean, I was disappointed.
Oh, I'm sorry, unless you can top it, knock yourself out.
Has anyone seen the World War Z trailer?
Yes. Oh
Bro,
god. that's-
I'm hearing it's terrible. I've never read
It's
it.
It's the prequel.
It's
I Am
nothing like
Legend.
the book. Which, granted, I've read half the book. I need to get back to finish it off, but it's nothing like the book because the book details basically slow moving zombies like Walking Dead or
And
whatever.
it's people's accounts. It's not just one person, one family.
Yeah,
And
which in the movie's defense, it's a lot of unrelated stories based on the big conflict. So that would be a tough movie to do. So I kind of understand the difference they're taking with that. But the whole tidal wave of zombies bullshit is.
Like, I heard the quality of the trailer even was just shit.
yeah, it was literally like I Am Legend.
Which
Yeah, it looked like an I Am Legend prequel, to be honest.
which was a brilliant movie.
I'm not going to
For
say
the first half.
brilliant. It's, you know,
The second half of that movie sucked.
it's not even brilliant. I mean, it was a remake.
But no, I mean, well, let me rephrase that. Will Smith's acting in that movie was brilliant.
Oh yeah, when he had to kill the dog.
That was fucking so.
Yeah.
That's after that. That's when the movie went to shit.
Yeah.
Apparently, apparently Liam Neeson needs to actually read scripts, and Will Smith needs to read the whole script. Because that's not the only movie that happened in. What was Hancock? Hancock was a pretty good movie.
Oh, Hancock
and
was terrible.
Well, let me finish. Let
Hancock,
me finish, Hilton.
Yeah.
Hancock was good until about halfway through the movie.
Then it went stupid.
You enjoyed the part where he had sex with the girls in the trailer, and when he blew his load, it blew the roof off.
That's about that point is where I'm talking about that it. When he found out who she was, and she found out, and she's all like, "Bah," and then after that point, the movie sucked. But before that shit was pretty good.
I don't think
It was actually pretty funny. It was actually kind of like a decent comedy.
I don't think it deserves a sequel, and it's getting a sequel.
It shouldn't get a sequel.
But
But hell, the Dragon Ball Z movie is getting a sequel.
Really?
That's still going through because I heard it got green lighted off the bat, and I haven't heard shit since.
Oh god, I watched that movie, and I gave you the copy.
Now it'll probably it might not go to theaters.
That movie is terrible.
It might not go to theaters. It might go straight to fucking DVD, but it's supposed to still be getting a sequel.
The Judge Dredd movie that was released a couple months ago was actually really good.
I wanted to go see
Really? You liked it?
Yeah,
I heard a lot about it.
I heard good things, but I don't know. I couldn't get past the whole
I heard a lot
Stallone version.
I heard a lot of bad things.
You know, Carl Urban, he's a good actor. He's not in that much stuff. He's very picky on the movies he's in. And I mean, I first noticed him in the Doom movie, but you know he played in the Lord of the Rings movies, and I have no idea which character he played in. Oh,
he played
Eomer? Yeah,
the head of the Riders of Rohan.
right. Okay, so he played those in those two movies. He played in Chronicle of Riddick, but I only seriously remember him in Doom, Star Trek, Red, Priest. God, that was a terrible movie.
That's a lot of movies.
And Dread 3D. I don't remember him in any of the other stuff that I've seen. I mean, I've seen pretty much every single one of these except for Amazon High. So.
Thought you were gonna say Amazon Women on the Moon.
No, I'm pretty sure you had that movie on your porn drive.
That's not a porn. But it is an actual movie, though.
1950s movie?
No, but it's kind of a it came out in the 80s, but it's kind of a spoof on the 80s movies and stuff.
Right.
So it's kind of funny.
But yeah, the Dread movie was really good. I don't think it was worth going to see 3D at all. I didn't see it in 3D. I saw it in basic 2D. Or did I see it in 3D? I can't remember. That's
pretty bad when you can't remember, dude.
Yeah, it really is.
That pretty much sums up my argument on 3D.
You know what? I think I did see it in 3D because I specifically remember so I did see it in 3D. The drug is basically where they use the 3D portions at when the people were on this drug that slows everything down. But,
that's an interesting way to do it.
Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, they did a couple of the whole rocket in your face shots that so many action movies do.
Yeah.
But it just wasn't worth the 3D as usual. 3D's Avengers did a pretty good job in 3D. Spider-Man was kind of decent in 3D. And Avatar, I just don't think was a good use. I didn't like Avatar.
Well, Avatar was good, but it wasn't the in-your-face type of 3D. It just enhanced the surroundings.
Right.
But
Thor
again,
was also terrible in 3D.
Did we see Thor?
Yeah.
I did with my dad.
But that movie wasn't even shot in 3D. The worst movie we saw in 3D was Clash of the Titans.
I was about to say that movie was terrible.
That was the worst movie we wasted our money on.
Yeah, but that was...
I mean, you would want to see that in 3D anyway, because Natalie Portman and him in a car for a good portion of the movie. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Thor, but it's just
Yeah, the
It's
only
not-
reason why I saw it in 3D was because that's all they had. They didn't have a normal showing, like ever, period, at that theater.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Interesting.
So,
that's crazy.
Well, we probably need to go ahead and wrap up now. But anyway, thanks guys for listening to us ramble, and we're probably gonna have to edit this part
Yeah.
because we need I don't have the stuff in front of me as far as like details.
Well, I can handle this. You can follow me on Twitter at David W. Hilton. You can on Twitter. You can on YouTube be DW Hilton. Grady, pimp yourself.
Oh, pimp myself. You can follow me on Twitter at Angel Kaora. You can also check out mine and Chrono's YouTube channel show thing at youtube.com/noobsplay. We play some video games. We're doing Minecraft right now, some commentary and stuff, or something like that. And also every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I do the Chi Show on that channel, which is a gaming news show.
and pretty much for me, just the News Play channel.
he
That's all I
has
got.
he has
I have a Twitter. I don't use it, so following me would be useless.
which
You can
means
also join us on our Facebook group at Geeks Rising. It's very hardcore.
We will be having a full-blown website soon. Details coming. Feedback is it Geek Rising Studios at gmail.com? Isn't
got
that what it is?
Hold on a second. I can tell you in a second. Filler.
also hopefully very soon I can get one of these ass clowns to at least do somewhat of a guest spot, or hopefully like do maybe a recurring show on the News Play channel talking about comics, since my comic knowledge is shit, but I know there's a lot of crazy shit happening right now.
Yep.
You can-
Enough to make David flip tables.
Oh God, Spider-Man. You can leave us feedback at geekrisingstudios at gmail.com.
And finally, I don't have anything worth anything on YouTube yet. I do
You can
have.
find Tommy on Pornhub.
But you can always here's your chance to pimp out yourself doing the Mexican rap.
That's true. I don't remember the name of my channel right now. It's probably Fort Max 98. And you can also that is also my Twitter handle. And but yeah, thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time.